Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ketsui Death Label. Last time we went through Novice and Normal modes. Today we're going to attempt Hard A and Hard B. So, let's get it started. At one point, this is still post-commentary by the way, because I am not good enough to record this and do live commentary at the same time. So yeah, for Hard A, starting off, I'm just going to showcase Type B. It's a pretty decent ship, but it wasn't for me. I don't know, I just don't like the little mini ship formation that was going on there. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I guess because I was so used to only really using Type A for so long, everything felt off. And minor spoilers, I was unsuccessful with beating Hard A with this ship. Well, I was unable to beat it in this sitting in general, but more on that later. But I did get a little bit further than I did on this attempt with Type B when I switched back to Type A. So more on that after this attempt. But while we're finishing up this attempt right here, I did mention that the retail version of this game, it actually wasn't a special edition, but every, every copy of the game came with a special DVD. It actually isn't the soundtrack, it's a winning run, well, a world record winning run, as played by the world record holder for this game. So yeah, it's a nice little bonus. You get to watch the best player in the world for this game destroy every level. Unfortunately, it's a Region 2 DVD, so unless you have a Region 3 DVD player or a Region 2 DVD player, you won't be able to watch it, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody ripped it and put it on YouTube, but yeah, that's the special DVD that comes with it, and yeah, I gave up because it was not about to happen there. So this is me doing this with Type A. Once again, I was not successful, but I did a lot better. I was close. I know, I need to do better about utilizing my bombs. I tend to just not use them, and that ends up biting me in the butt at the end of the day. Because I'm thinking, I don't need it, I can dodge, and oh wait, I get hit, and then there goes my auto bomb, and now I don't have any more bombs to use. So, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous part, but if you have auto bomb turned off, you can refill your bombs by using the lock-on shots. So that's a neat little touch. Another thing this game does that I honestly have not seen too many other shmups do, which is a really great touch on their part for this game. The game will actually give you more lives permanently, depending on how much trouble you're having with a certain level, or well, not level, but just mode, campaign, with lack of a better term. So for example, because I was not doing so hot on Hard B in the past, I was able to Hard A. I need to get my hards correct here. But yeah, because I was having, a pretty rough time on Hard A in the past, they started me off with 6 lives. So that is a very nice touch. And they don't even try to undermine your accomplishments either by saying oh, because you needed more lives, your score won't count. Which is something that Crimson Clover does. I mean, not the whole life thing or bomb thing, but if your computer can't run Crimson Clover at the best settings, you will actually not be able to save your score, which is kind of interesting. If the game detects that it's not running at 60 frames per second, it thinks you're cheating and it won't save your score. that is interesting. Also, this is a ridiculous formation. I'm stunned I lasted as long as I did. My God, these sick dodges I'm pulling off that I feel I am not worthy of getting. Well, yeah, then that happened. Yeah, lock-on is good for those bosses that like to move around because you can't rotate your ship. At least I don't think you can. And then this slow thing right here. This is annoying. This is annoying. And this is also when I was beginning to feel the pain of using the D-pad. I mean, it's possible because apparently I did beat Hard A at some point. That had to have been, like, back when I first opened this game, because I have no recollection of doing it, and obviously I was not able to do it here, but yeah. Oh, and I gave up on locking on because it lowered my speed. I'm trying to survive here. And then he just died. So I think that's more of a survive long enough thing, and then you'll succeed, as opposed to doing actual damage? I don't know. Like, even watching that back, I'm still kind of confused as to what happened, so maybe it is just a survival. And then there's this stage, which actually starts off like an actual shmup stage before you get to the actual boss. And it's kind of rough, because the second boss destroyed me. So now I'm going into this with 2 lives, and it was not meant to be. When it's all said and done, I'll try to come back and beat Hard A on camera. Because apparently I was able to beat this before. So, I mean, maybe I just had some latent skill that I just forgot about. But yeah, I'm going to do an honest attempt to beat this on camera. But today, it just didn't happen. And I tried my best. I tried. There's just so much going on. Yeah, you really should use your bombs before you lose them. Like I said, if you don't have auto bomb on, if you do lock shots, the little collectibles that you get off of the defeated ships, those will refill your bombs. So yeah, like you're not going to be SOL if you don't have auto bomb equipped. But I mean, if you do get hit once, that's just a whole life that's gone. So gotta weigh your options there. So anyway, we're going into Hard B now. And I don't really have much to say about this. I actually found this to be easier than Hard A, which is kind of sad. And I mean, you can only unlock it by beating Hard A. At least that's what GameFAQs told me, and Wikipedia said the same thing, but I don't know. Okay, well, let me just start over. You unlock Normal by beating Novice, you unlock Hard A by beating Normal, you unlock Hard B by beating Hard A, and you unlock Hard C by beating Hard B. And apparently I had beaten Hard B at some point, which is why I have Hard C unlocked on this file. But after beating Hard B for the LP, I unlocked something else. So it doesn't appear to be like a linear progression of unlocks. Or maybe it's if you beat something a certain number of times, you can unlock a later mode? I don't know. Oh, and there's also Doom mode, but that's unlocked from the start for this version of the game. So, yeah. Well, I say this version, I mean, this is technically the only version that's a boss rush. If you have the, like, Xbox version or the arcade version, it's an actual, like, shmup with stages and stuff, so, yeah. But, I unlocked the mode after Hard C by beating this, and I have never beaten Hard C. So I don't know what's up with that, and apparently people on the GameFAQs message boards brought that up too. Like, certain people unlock later modes without having done like the natural progression or linear progression. So it's That's weird. That is weird. Anyway, we're on to the final boss here for Hard B. And all of the bosses have, like, different names and stuff. I don't know them by heart because, well, you know, I can't read Japanese. But their names are in English. But, yeah, we'll see their names when we check the records screen after this. There's some pretty cool names there, you know, as far as shmup bosses go, I guess. So, yeah. This was kind of rough, because as far as this recording session went, this is my second attempt at doing Hard B. I made it up to this boss on the first attempt, and it was just overwhelming. But as long as you take your time and just, like, focus on the little legs there, it'll all work out. The shots don't really track you that much. I say as those blue shots are doing a pretty dang good job of tracking me, but it's like you sort of have to guide them. Well, I mean, that's how you should treat any shot that tracks you in a shmup. You gotta guide them, kite them. So. I'm not good at doing commentary for these games, okay? I'm trying my best here. That's why I'm doing post-commentary, okay? Cut me some slack. But yeah, this boss, not that bad once you get past that little middle part. These formations right here aren't that bad, I say as I get hit. But you are safe to get up in the boss's grill without getting hurt. Like, the boss itself isn't an active hurt box, so that's nice in of itself. And there we go. It's been defeated with 2 lives to spare. Congratulations. Hard B, course cleared. I really wish I understood the story of this game. Well, or at least as it's presented in-game. Wikipedia does a decent enough job of explaining, like, everything in the backstory and what's going on in the game's lore, but it would still be nice to see it as the game presents it. So yeah, see? I unlocked Very Hard by beating Hard B, where GameFAQs states that you unlock Very Hard by beating Hard C. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But next time we'll be going into Hard C and Very Hard. No promises on Very Hard. Anyway, just taking a look at other things, you also have a training mode right here, which is really nice. More shmups need this. Please implement this in more shmups. Thank you. Just, yeah, you can select any stage you want, any version of the boss as they appear. So, you know, like if the boss showed up in Novice, you can fight that version of the boss. Or if it showed up in Hard B, you can select that version. You know, you can go in between. Set your number of lives, your bombs, whatever you want, and just practice the boss. That is a neat feature that should be in more shmups. The only other game that I can think of that has that's sort of like a bullet hell shoot 'em up game is Sound Dodger, and that's not a shoot 'em up, it's just, you know, a bullet hell like try to survive type of thing, but you know, it has Zen mode, which is essentially practice, so I like that. Also, right here we have evac reports. These are achievements. That's all there is to say about that. There are quite a few, as you can see right there, and I don't know how to get everything. To my knowledge, there is not a translation of this screen readily available on the internet, or at least like there isn't on GameFAQs or most other game sites that I looked on. So yeah, I don't know what every achievement is. It was either Play Asia or Wikipedia that sort of like gave a little brief primer on this screen right here, but it said like the achievements or tasks can range anywhere from just adjusting your settings and the options to beating a boss in 15 seconds. Yeah, the latter I do not think I will be able to ever do. Or at least I won't even know which one that applies to because Japanese. Well, I do have Google Translate on my phone, so I could just slowly, like, point my camera at every single panel and try to translate it like that. And then take the literal translation and try to colloquialize it, to the best of my abilities. But yeah, as you unlock, or as you do more and more achievements, you unlock the pictures behind the panels, which are just higher res pictures of the bosses. So yeah, nice little thing to strive for there. This is my play data. I have no recollection of half of these things, but this is like my first time even booting the game up since I bought it 4 years ago. So yeah, I probably have forgotten quite a bit of what I did back then, but I really do not remember beating Hard A and Hard B. But I guess I did. Alright then. Cool. I'll accept those accomplishments, even though I have no memory. And there is a multiplayer mode and download play, which is very, very good. Well, I say that, I mean, I haven't, like, played it, obviously, but I like DS and 3DS games with download play, because if you have a friend who wants to join you and they don't have a copy of the game, hey, there you go. It's like a little local copy that they have all to their own selves, as long as they're nearby a host. Yeah. Anyway, we got extra or special or whatever it was called right here. I have no clue what any of these are related to. I assume you unlock more of these as you beat modes and take care of different achievements and stuff. And I really don't know what they... or, like, just the meaning behind them. Like, I don't know if they play into the game's lore, if they go into, like, behind-the-scenes development stuff, or if they're just funny little, like, side things. I genuinely have no clue. In a few of these, I did see that it's like the controls are mentioned and they show in-game stills. So maybe they are just, like, I don't know, sort of like how when you go back to Peach's Castle in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you can exchange your coins for, like, tips for certain stages, or just little fun in-game things you can do, or watching the developers beat the stage like a boss, which is a thing here apparently. Like, apparently a few of these are, like, special runs of the modes, so there's that. So yeah, that's pretty much all the game has to offer in the other menus and stuff. Like I said, I wish I understood Japanese so I could get the full extent of this. Anyway, next time we'll be tackling Hard C and Very Hard. Pray for me.